We talked about the crowd. Rick Carlisle in the pregame show with Jeremiah Johnson talked about it. I'm looking around the building. It's April the 7th. A team that's not in the playoffs playing a team that's not in the playoffs.
Yeah, Mather made a good choice. He didn't force that shot.
Reset, reload, Neesmith for three.
Take advantage of that youth. But you got to have a body that can take the crack you're going to get going to the basket sometimes.
Ivy goes inside. Doran puts it in.
Ivy has really gotten better control of his game.
Pacers with the early 8-point lead.
Yeah, I saw it was interesting because Nembhard was telling Ward to run, and he started to run. That's some defense there. That's enough for Casey to call a timeout.
I know, like you said, I know I can shoot. I know I was able to get through. I know I was able to get downhill. I know I was able to, play in the post, but just doing all that consistently. Now I'm making reads. Teams are going to start to.
Yeah, you are.
Well, the man I am today is, because of my parents. My little sister, the guys. Take the village. That's what they talk about a lot. And they took the village to get me here. Yeah, that was my village right there. Every day we know what's going to be when we get here and come into practice. And he's very keen on his principles. And this is, oh my. I know y'all saw that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to finish there.
But no, speaking just to what I've seen this year personally, you look at the top deck over there by the Kroger Sky deck, and it's just filled out every single game. You bring up a great point. Defensively is definitely our next biggest jump. Something we've already talked about, as a unit, and something I think Rick has challenged. Really, the whole coach staff has challenged us to go into the offseason with that mindset. Excuse me, fellas. As a basketball player, I feel like a lot of us are wired to put the ball in the hoop, right? And then there's times where if you don't get a couple touches or you don't see the ball go down, I have to play my role as far as being a superhero on the floor and off the floor. A lot of people look up to us, and if they can see people at the highest level giving back what they have and the fortune they come into.
This is the alternate broadcast.
Oh,
this is the alternate broadcast. Okay. Anything you want to say to the fans?
I just want to thank the fans for being patient, man. I feel like you look at where we were at this time last year.
37 from three, all career best numbers for number 33, Miles Turner, spending the first quarter with us here in downtown Indianapolis. The final 6 seconds. Buddy Boeheim is in. Ivy, Corey Joseph, and Ivy lets it fly again.
Yeah, he really has found the range there, and he's obviously gotten some strength.
Ivy missed everything, lands in the hands of Jared Roden. And now Joseph gets the rebound. Pacers gave up those points to some pretty good teams. Boston, Milwaukee, Philadelphia. Here's Heel, drives and got it. He beat Boeheim to the basket.
In offense, you have a pretty good feel of what you're doing. Everything kind of flows because it's instinctive. So that's the difference. And what happened, and I thought at the end of the year, Chris,
it's hard to judge some of the numbers from 10 years ago to now, but we would agree when you give up 130 plus, hard to win.
Chris, for me, I didn't even go back to 10 years.
Pacers won here back in October. Then the two teams split a pair of games. Back-to-back games in Detroit. That's another basket by Rote.
That's the NBA versus just basketball.
Bagley, Killian Hayes, and he launches and hits another three. He had 2 double-doubles. Asking for Isaiah Jackson to check in coming up.
And probably to get James Johnson.
And Nembhard with the basket. Now Mathurin and Roden took it. And now Ivy with a windmill. Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield in Sacramento came over last year in a trade from Sacramento.
He was a second-round pick. A second pick in the draft.
Smith finds Nembhard. Nembhard guarded by Hampton. Hampton started his career in Denver. Detroit got him after he was waived by Orlando. Andrew Nembhard has 8. Detroit led 35-27 after a quarter. Right there, just what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, that's really what's going to make him hard to play.
Detroit shooting 62% from the field. Offensive rebound, Jackson.
Might have got a little carried away with the meals. You go home and you get that home-cooked meal.
Ooh. Jackson fights for it, got it, and they'll count it, and a foul.
They were thrilled to have him around, but you're thrilled for the continuity. because that becomes important. Because one of the things, and I think this is what you'll start to see develop here, because that's the best way, for you to develop it, if you will, that continuity.
Here's Wara with his second dunk of the night.
Yeah, we like the first one.
Yeah. Longtime EVS replay operator is retiring. This is his final game. And when you think about continuity and you think about it on the floor, what you see, Neesmith reloads. And Wara got the offensive rebound.
Yeah, he rebounded the miscapture. Because a lot of our fans don't know much about it. And I don't think many people in the league know a whole lot about it. But he's got a chance to be a good, solid center. Detroit's trying to do is give Weissman time on the floor.
Jackson ate that one up. And now Matherin lays it in the other way.
I look at Ivory, and he's talking about goaltending. Load management is, I would say, not desirable. The reality is, if you're injured and you come back, and particularly with soft tissue, he being Weissman, he must have some of those these new shoes that you can walk around in. Because you notice he hadn't been quite as productive of late. Yeah. He's major time.
This Roden's having a night.
Yeah, when you're that good a shooter, though, you can't let that bother you. I'm a discontinued dribble.
And Ivy down the lane.
Yeah, because he read Wara coming from the weak side to try to help on the inside.
3 minutes to play, third quarter. And now York. His first of the night.
I'll tell you what that was. That was James Johnson getting York a shot. I'm sorry, I couldn't. Yes, she has. She's been terrific. Keeps us in gear, keep you on those promos.
That's right.
And been kind enough tonight.
Final 20-plus seconds. Hayes in the corner to Hampton, now to Joseph. And Corey Joseph, as he's done all year against his former team, has made three. Same five that ended the quarter. Roden misses, rebounded by Heel.
This is the first time I've seen the ball advance up the court quickly. You see what you get with it? That defense is all the way flat.
He's got 12. He's hit a couple of threes here. And the Pacers get the basket.
Nice one by Jackson, but the pass was even better.
99-95 Detroit. Hampton. Off the glass. R.J. Hampton. Ivy against Matherin. It's too strong. Jackson the rebound. George Hill front court. He goes to the glass.
When there were like 3, sometimes 6, maybe 8 taken in a game. So this is very different. And that's Bagley that's out there on it.
Hield has 20. Now George Hill off the glass. 2 more.
Nice one off the glass.
And now Hield got it from Johnson again. Long rebound out to Hill.
Throw it to him again.
And
Buddy gets a flush with the left.
Guarded by Matherin with help from Hield. Shot clock at 6. Joseph at the feet of Ivy.
He did it on the board. I knew he'd get it on the board. I thought it was important to share that little tidbit.
10 of the last 11 games, opponents have scored at least 20 points off Indiana turnover.
That's the guy you got to take a hard look at him.
Ivy gets inside, out to Corey Joseph. Guess who?
But we'll also celebrate here the fans of Indianapolis.
Yes.
Because that's really what this is about. Appreciating the fact, to your point, and part of the reason I think we'll agree, that's why it went so fast.
Yeah.
Because we were at the point, we're just enjoying it, and before you know it.
Matherin is going to take it, link to the floor. And he's going to lob it up, and it's off the rim, and that's it. In the final.